The Little Mermaid.
Once upon a time, in the deep blue sea, there was a beautiful mermaid named Ariel. She lived in a magical underwater kingdom with her father, King Triton, and her 6 mermaid sisters. Ariel was the youngest of them all, with long flowing hair the color of the sun and big blue eyes that sparkled like the sea. Ariel was different from her sisters. While they loved to explore the ocean and play with the creatures that lived there, Ariel was fascinated by the world above the waves. She would often swim up to the surface and gaze at the ships passing by, wondering what it would be like to walk on land and explore the world of humans. One day, while Ariel was exploring a sunken ship, she heard music coming from above. Curious, she swam to the surface and saw a big ship sailing by. On the deck, there was a party with music and dancing, and Ariel was mesmerized by the sights and sounds. As she watched from afar, Ariel saw a handsome prince on the ship. He was dancing with a beautiful girl, and Ariel couldn't take her eyes off him. From that moment on, Ariel dreamed of meeting the prince and exploring the world above the sea. But Ariel's father, King Triton, didn't like humans. He told Ariel that they were dangerous creatures who didn't care about the ocean or its inhabitants. He warned her to stay away from them and never go to the surface again. But Ariel couldn't stop thinking about the prince. She longed to see him again and learn more about the world of humans. So, one night, she made a secret pact with a sea witch named Ursula. In exchange for her voice, Ursula gave Ariel legs so she could walk on land and meet the prince. Excited but nervous, Ariel swam up to the surface and stepped onto the sandy beach. It felt strange to walk on 2 legs instead of swimming with her tail. But Ariel was determined to find the prince. As she wandered through the kingdom, Ariel saw the prince's castle in the distance. She hurried towards it, hoping to catch a glimpse of him. Along the way, she met a friendly seagull named Scuttle, who told her all about the human world. When Ariel finally reached the castle, she saw the prince playing in the garden. She watched him from afar, feeling shy but excited to be so close to him. Suddenly, the prince looked up and saw Ariel standing there. He was surprised but curious, and he invited her to join him for a walk. Ariel was overjoyed. She walked with the prince through the garden, talking and laughing as they got to know each other. They talked about their lives and their dreams, and Ariel felt like she had known the prince forever. But as the sun began to set, Ariel remembered the bargain she had made with Ursula. She only had 3 days to make the prince fall in love with her and kiss her, or she would lose her voice forever and become Ursula's prisoner. Determined to win the prince's heart, Ariel spent the next few days getting to know him better. They went on adventures together, exploring the kingdom and sharing secrets. Ariel felt happier than she had ever been, but she knew that time was running out. On the 3rd day, Ariel and the prince went for a boat ride on the lake. They laughed and talked as they sailed across the water, but Ariel couldn't shake the feeling of dread in her heart. She knew that if she didn't tell the prince the truth soon, she would lose him forever. Just then, Ursula appeared in a cloud of darkness. She reminded Ariel of their deal and demanded that she give up her voice. Ariel hesitated, torn between her love for the prince and her fear of Ursula. But in the end, Ariel knew what she had to do. With tears in her eyes, she nodded and gave Ursula her voice. In an instant, Ariel's beautiful singing voice was gone, replaced by silence. Heartbroken but determined, Ariel looked at the prince and tried to tell him the truth. She motioned towards Ursula, hoping he would understand. But the prince didn't see Ursula, and he didn't understand what Ariel was trying to say. Before Ariel could explain, Ursula cast a spell on the prince, making him forget all about Ariel and their time together. He looked at her with confusion, not recognizing the girl he had grown to love. Ariel was devastated. She had sacrificed everything for love, only to lose the prince and her voice. But just as all hope seemed lost, King Triton appeared, followed by Ariel's sisters and friends from the sea. Together, they fought against Ursula and her dark magic, determined to save the little mermaid and the prince. With the help of her father's trident, Ariel broke Ursula's spell and restored peace to the kingdom. As the sun set on the horizon, Ariel looked out at the ocean and realized that she had found something even more precious than love, friendship, and family. With her sisters by her side and her father's love to guide her, Ariel knew that she would always be happy, no matter where life took her. And so, Ariel returned to the sea, her voice restored and her heart full of joy. She may not have won the prince's love, but she had found something far more valuable, her own voice, and the love of her family. And as she swam through the crystal clear waters of the ocean, Ariel knew that she was truly the happiest mermaid in all the sea. And they all lived happily ever after.